Hi, this is Khoo here, and in this video I'll be talking about what is known as robo-trading or trading with AI, artificial intelligence, or also known as algo trading. And people ask me two questions. First question would be, Adam, do robots make good traders? Can I use a robot to trade on my behalf? And the second question is, Adam, do you think that you can trade as well as a robot, or do you think a robot, it's going to beat you at trading? So I'm going to answer these two questions right now. So again, the first questions would be, how about, what do I think about robo trading or AI trading? Do robots make good traders? And the answer is it depends on the robot, right? It's like asking me a question, do men make good cooks? It depends on the man. So there are men who are fantastic chefs. At the same time, the majority of men like me can only make a bowl of instant noodles. Same thing with robo trading or people that offer algo trading. I would say that 95% of robots who trade are not good at trading. They lose money, or they're not consistent. They make money for some time and then lose it all later on. But having said that, there are the top 5% or top 1% of algo trading systems or artificial intelligence trading systems or robo traders that do really, really well. Okay, so let's compare with the best ones. And can I beat them, or are they going to beat me flat? That's a good question. So first of all, you know who I am. I'm Adam Khoo. I'm a professional investor and trader for the last now 27 years. I've got all this experience under my belt. And if you put me against a robo trader, who's going to beat who? All right. So in one corner, you've got Adam Khoo. On the other corner, you've got a robot trader. So let me introduce to you a robot trader that I have picked. And the reason I've picked this robot trader is because I designed this robot. Now, I didn't do it myself. I'm not that smart. Okay, so I designed this robot. I created this robot with a team of computer scientists and artificial intelligence experts and algo engineers. And I did it about a year and a half ago, right? So this robot is known affectionately as RoboRay. Say hi to RoboRay in one corner. Okay, so you can find RoboRay in the Piranha Profits website. That's where you can subscribe for RoboRay. In fact, we're doing a official launch really soon. We had a soft launch last year. We have got quite a number of subscribers who got RoboRay and are doing really well, making lots of money with this robo trading solution that I created with my team a year and a half ago. So let me show you first of all what RoboRay does and what you can do with RoboRay. So first of all, let me access RoboRay. Let me click to access the Robo Trader. And we are in. All right. So first of all, let me give you a bit about the historical performance of RoboRay. Let's click on more information. Now, RoboRay is a robot that trades basically on technical signals. It only uses technical analysis as well as macro signals, okay? So it only trades US stocks. It's long only, all right? And we have been testing it now for 12 years, okay? Now, a bit of information. Now, the win rate, as you know, in trading, you don't win all the time. You've got losing trades, you've got winning trades, right? So the winning rate of RoboRay is 65.6%, okay, which is okay, right? The risk to return ratio is 1.7. So what does that mean? That means on average, when it loses $1, but when it makes money, it makes $1.70. So you're always risking 1 to make an average of 1.7 for RoboRay. Average number of trades a month, 5 trades a month on average. But again, there are months when there are no trades and there are months when there are many trades. So it's an average, okay? Average holding duration, RoboRay holds a trade for about 26 days. And the average ROI per trade is 4.2%, okay? Let's look at the performance for the last 12 years. There we go, right? Now, bear in mind that from 2007 to 2018, these are back tests, all right? These are back tests. So you can see how RoboRay compares to the S&P 500 or the overall stock market. Now, RoboRay doesn't beat the stock market every year. There are years it beats the market, there are years it doesn't beat the market. Okay, but the good thing about RoboRay is you can see that in 2008, when the stock market crashed 37% during the financial crisis, RoboRay achieved 4.6% return. So it made money when the whole market lost a lot of money. Back in 2011, when the S&P 500 was down 1%, RoboRay made 0.56%. In 2015, when the market was down about almost 0.5%, RoboRay was up 5.4%. In 2018, the market was down 7%, RoboRay made a close to 13% return. So the good thing about RoboRay is that it makes money even when the whole market's down. And again, this is based on past performance. It's not a guarantee of future results, but that's what has happened, right? You can see on certain years, like 2009, the S&P returned 19%, RoboRay returned 71%. So it beat the overall market. But in certain years, the S&P did 11%, RoboRay did 2%. So it doesn't beat the market every year. But in the years it beats the market, it beats it tremendously. And in the years where the market's negative, it's still positive, right? So no robot's perfect, but this robot's pretty okay. The compounded growth rate for the last 12 years is 16.86% return a year on average, okay? Now, how did RoboRay do in 2019, which was last year? And again, last year was live trading. We started live trading last year. So RoboRay last year returned 44%. 44% return versus the whole market, S&P 500, 28%. So you can see RoboRay beat the market. Now question, did I beat RoboRay last year? The answer is I did slightly, right? So let me show you my... this is my report from Interactive Brokers, right? You can see this is one of my accounts. And last year, from January to December of 2019, I returned 47.5%. So I did beat RoboRay for last year by 3%, okay? So 1 point me, RoboRay 0 for last year. Now, how about this year? How are we doing this year so far? So let's take a look. Now, with RoboRay, you can look at, let's get out of this. You can see all the current open positions. So currently, RoboRay has 3 open positions, right? You can see SWK, L, and HCA. Currently, they are all 3 making unrealized profit, and it was entered on the 29th of January. Okay, so you can see the entry time, the exit time, the profit and loss, and average entry price. So these are open trades, they're not closed yet. Let's take a look at some of the historical trades for RoboRay. So you click on historical trades, you can see the trades from the beginning of the year. So the first trade was the 27th of January. So you can see that RoboRay had no trades for the first 26 days of January because there were no trade setups. But the trade setups came on the 27th of January. And you can see these are trades as well. So far for the year, RoboRay has done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades that have been closed and 3 more that are open, right? And so far the win rate for the first 7 trades that are closed have all been wins, right? So it's a 100% win rate so far this year for RoboRay. Now, if you take a look at the average of all the returns for the year, RoboRay is up about 5.88% for the year. Okay. Now, if you notice, let's go back to over here. All right. So if I were to zoom in, you can see that in 2020, you actually see a minus 0.97%. And the reason is because this is only updated at the end of the month. So right now it's the 20th of February. So what you're seeing here is as at the end of January, right, where there were hardly any trades. So at the end of January, you can see that it was still an open position, was down 0.97%. But year to date, right, if you include February, which is again not updated yet, it's actually up 5.88%. Okay, so to be fair to RoboRay, it's up 5.88%. So how does that compare to me so far this year? Well, let me show you my live account right now. Okay, and you can see that, yep, this is my account. The last 7 days, right, the last month, and let's take year to date, which is January to February 20th. So year to date, I'm up 5.79% versus RoboRay 5.88%. So RoboRay is up for the year so far by less than 1%. So 1 point RoboRay, 0 Adam Khoo. Okay. So what's the point I'm making? The point I'm making is that, yes, if you have a good artificial intelligence robot trading solution, like one I've designed with my team of computer experts, engineers, and AI scientists, yeah, the robot can be pretty good. Okay, so there are times when I'm going to beat the robot, and there are times the robot's going to beat me. So the conclusion, it's a draw, right? It's a draw, right? Now, the question people ask is, Adam, if you're so good at making money in the markets, you do it professionally, why do you want to use a robot as well? Why do you, by the way, I have a portfolio which the robot trades for me, and a portfolio I trade myself, and I invest myself, right? So why do I have both? And the answer is really simple. It's diversification. To always make sure that if anything happens, I've got something making money. And that's the same reason why I'm trading Forex, I trade options, I trade stocks, I use robots, I trade myself. So I've got multiple sources of income. So if anything screws up for whatever reason, doesn't matter, I've got something making money, right? Now, what's the advantage of investing or trading yourself like me? Well, it's because no matter how smart a robot is, it's not creative, all right? It can't see certain things that I can see in the markets, where I combine fundamentals and technicals and macro trends and can do things a robot can't do, okay? But what's the disadvantage? Disadvantage is, as a human, I can get tired, right? I could miss certain things. I can't be awake 24 hours, right? And there is a risk that what if one day, I get dementia, right? I go goo goo gaga, right? Or I get brain damage. I'm cool. and I can't trade anymore. I can't invest anymore. And that's it. My income's gone. But the good thing about the robot is the robot can't get dementia, right? Robot, doesn't have to sleep. It's like 24 hours. The robot doesn't make mistakes. The robot doesn't get emotional, right? So if there comes a time when I get an emotional breakdown or I get dementia, robot's gonna make me money. And that's a great thing about, learning to invest yourself, at the same time having a robot to back you up and to trade multiple instruments with multiple portfolios to diversify, all right? So the conclusion is this: robots can make great traders, but you gotta select the best ones. At the same time, diversify by also learning to invest yourself. It's Adam Khoo. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.